Was it a monster, a case of mass hysteria, or could the legend be a chilling cover-up for a series of gruesome, unsolved murders? Long before it was a name synonymous with fear, the area was known as Port Chatham, named by a British captain in 1786. For centuries, the land was home to the Sugpiaq or Alutiiq people, who knew both the abundance and the dangers of this isolated landscape. Even then, the area had a shroud of mystery. Early European explorers reported finding native villages that were eerily abandoned, and some of their own crew fell sick with mysterious illnesses that seemed to come from the land itself. Despite these unsettling historical footnotes, the turn of the 20th century brought new life to the bay. A salmon cannery was built, and the town of Portlock was born, drawing in fishermen, loggers, and their families. It was a small, tight-knit community carved into the vast Alaskan wild. By 1921, Portlock was bustling enough to get its own post office, a symbol of its permanence. For a time, it seemed like a perfect slice of the Alaskan dream, but the shadows that flickered at the edge of the forests held old stories. The land hadn't forgotten. The Alutiiq people had a name for an ancient figure that dwelled in the mountains, a name that would soon be whispered in the streets of Portlock itself: Nanty-nak. The native law of the Kenai Peninsula had always spoken of the Nanty-nak. The name, which some attribute to the Dena'ina language, is often translated as those that steal people. It was described as a massive, hairy, half-man, half-beast that walked on two legs and possessed terrifying strength. For generations, it was a cautionary tale about respecting the wilderness. It was said to be a solitary, territorial creature of the deep forest, and a danger to any who trespassed. But were these just stories? As far back as 1867, there are reports of a Sugpiaq community in the area being attacked by what they called hairy men, or Nanty-nak. The stories claim these attacks were so persistent that the village was eventually abandoned.